Welcome back. Did we lose Chuck?
No, why? Want to?
Welcome back. We got Roy as promised. How's
Hooray.
everyone doing tonight? As I drop everything.
The hat. It's the hat.
Okay, so in my last video, if you saw, I got a bunch of hats, and this hat was in there. And I actually did include it in my video, but I realized once I put it on, I said some things that might be offensive to Italian Americans. So I cut it out of my video.
Okay.
I just did a really bad accent and talked about making pizza, and I'm like, okay, that might not be cool. So I thought, well, I got to show it off somehow, so I brought it on the show. So here I am.
So does the hat somehow make up for that in some way?
I don't know. I don't know what this hat does. I just like it.
Hey, well,
Does anyone else hear echo?
yeah, I only have the one. I just have StreamYard, and I have the chat popped out. That's it. Oh,
Is this you, Chuck?
I don't know.
multiple?
Am I echoing?
Was that better?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
maybe
don't
not.
hear it now.
I don't
Okay,
have anything else open yet.
that seems to have resolved. What's up, guy from last
Patrick.
week? There he
Guy from
is.
last week.
Did he get that job interview? Jury's still out.
We
We're still
checked some
evaluating.
references, and once we started calling references, it got a little dicey.
Hi, Johnny. Hi, Yinzer.
Hello, Johnny and Yinzer Picker and the book guy. Hello. And Nikki Love Snack. What's Chuck cooking? I'm cooking this.
Hi, Myra.
Myra's there. Hello. Who else do we have? Did I say
Hi,
Johnny?
Nikki. You said Johnny, dude. Hi, Perry. Or Dad. There you go. It's my dad, the book guy.
The book guy's your dad?
Yeah.
I thought he came in under his own name before. Now he needs a
He
name.
did, but he changed it to the book guy.
Why
That's
does
your
he
dad? That's your dad?
Yeah.
What's up, Nate's dad? That's awesome.
If I was your dad, I'd change my name too.
I don't blame him if he did. I would probably still check in at Planned Parenthood and see if they're still doing abortions, no matter what age.
But he's
Just
30.
kidding, guys.
He is now book guy.
Well,
So, yeah.
Robert should be here.
Yeah, where's Robert?
For us.
So yeah, Nikki's going to be on tomorrow night on the crazy auction that we have. So Nikki Loves Snacks will be our guest seller tomorrow night for the show that we also call an auction. That we
What time is that tomorrow?
it's at 10 o'clock until whenever we'll
Eastern?
go 3 o'clock in the morning. It just depends.
Oh my gosh. 10 o'clock.
Is this on your channel or whose
Yeah,
channel?
here I have it here. I'll paste that in.
Yeah, put it in there.
I'm pretty sure you are moderated. If not, I'll moderate you right after.
Oh yeah, I see. I am.
Okay, good.
Ratatouille 3. Did they do a Ratatouille 2? Ratatouille. I can't speak.
Oh, look at that! Patrick beat me to it, right there.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Patrick.
Coach Monster.
Yeah, so that's been a pretty much of a blast the last month plus of just those Friday nights, just selling cool stuff. Great group of guys. It's kind of gelling. It's been really cool, you know.
That's
And
good.
it's getting better. We're getting tighter at it and adding more fun and kind of hijinks as we go. And you got some really talented people there. But Patrick, that guy, promiscuous time traveler, quite the creative, characters.
I've checked out a couple of his videos.
Yeah, super creative guy, and they just, and then Diecast Comics, another one. Patrick and him are going back and forth with the Macho and Hulk Hogan. It's just
Sweet.
a lot of fun, Yeah.
You don't do any voices, do you?
I've done some voice work, not to the level of Patrick with all the radio, but I'll throw in some stuff from time to time. I'm kind of see myself as the producer, right? Kind of at the controls. I'm calling it. But then it's like the pop references, the silliness, and I'll throw some stuff in there. And I think that's some of the synergy that we have as a group, and that Collecting Chaos is ridiculous level of knowledge of comic books and toys, and that it's just like it's for reselling. I know this is a partially reseller show here. It's
we
amazing.
claim to be resellers.
Yeah, I mean, to have that many, like we have a good time, but we sell really quality stuff, and there's knowledge there, right? There's we know what we have, and we think it's cool, and we're kind of offering it, and we hope people watch. Maybe they don't bid, they have a good time, and they learn some stuff.
Is the show later tonight? Is that an auction too?
Yes, I'll put that in as well. If Collecting Chaos, yeah, I'll put that right in here. That is a little atypical. Collecting Chaos has a couple prizes that he had been meaning to give away. I just threw it in the chat there. And we usually do Tuesday nights on my channel where it's toy related, reselling, BSing about all kinds of stuff, comics, toys, the nerding, comic book, the nerding, all that stuff, nerding. And then it's like we do Thursdays, our comic book kind of centric on Chaos's channel. So we kind of switch back and forth. But he likes to he's got so much stuff, and I got my hands full all the time. So we can always auction and offer stuff up.
And that's 10 p.m. Eastern, right?
Tonight it's 9:30. Tonight it's 9:30, and the Friday night
is 10, right?
Yeah, the Friday night blowout is that 10 o'clock. It's that like end of the week. Come hang out, have a drink, adult beverage if you like, chill with us, enjoy, and maybe buy some cool stuff, see some cool stuff, and. Yeah, it's the summer vibe. Friday's been great. Yeah.
So you obviously have a niche, but do you resell like anything, or do you just specify the pop culture stuff? Or
yeah, I do. I'm a full-time eBay reseller to start. That's really my bread and butter. I sell all kinds of items ranging from clothing, certainly everything we just talked about with respect to the auctions and stuff. But I do get into like consumer electronics, whether it's movies and media and kind of the stuff that we all kind of seem to kind of list. But I really do kind of gravitate towards the toys and the collectibles, but feast or famine, right? Sometimes you find it, sometimes you may not, and you get what you get, and some of my biggest sales are not anything this,
Yeah.
And then you get depressed sometimes getting on YouTube and seeing, you're not depressed, but you're like, why couldn't I find this? Like these people out like Pennsylvania or, Florida, like I see some of these people with their hauls and I'm just like, wow, man, Southern Indiana sucks. Or at least my region does.
It is. You're in Indiana. Are you Ohio? Where are you at, Chuck?
Wisconsin.
Okay. Yeah. Regional means a lot, right? For picking.
I believe, yeah.
It really does. There are people that tell me I've never seen that. And I'm like, I see those all the time when I go out. So it just, I think it depends, you know.
I mean, I think it's awesome seeing when everyone shows their hauls and just to see what's in their area, because it's like stuff I don't see or stuff they get excited about, and then I'm like, I see this all the time in my store.
Right.
Maybe I should pick it up. Does anyone have an answer to Myra's question?
I didn't know she asked one.
Yeah, it says, does a book caller 2010?
I want to say hi to KP though, and little Debbie and Bobby and Luis.
What's up, guys?
All the pretty people are here.
I think that she may be asking about a Nook instead of a book. A Nook color. That.
Oh, I betcha.
If you go on the Nook website, there's probably like a compatibility chart, and you probably will be able to get that answer. I don't deal too much with that stuff, but I have bought and sold the Nook before, so I would start there. What's up, Baldy?
Thank you, because I had no idea.
What's up? I was like pouring my beer, and I'm like on Insta, like, hey, paste.
Hi, Baldy.
Hello, Baldy.
What's up,
Johnny?
Said hi.
Yeah, I do think the regional thing's important. That's why I posted that with that stomper I found. Is such a big deal, because I don't find that kind of stuff. I find, Tupperware and linens and bread and butter things that I'm thankful I find. But
see, Chuck, if it makes you feel better, like with your Tupperware, you've like made me look out for that, because I see Tupperware everywhere.
Oh yeah,
and I always pass it up because I'm like, I don't want to mess with Tupperware, or no one's gonna buy this. And I see your videos, you're like, I picked this up, and I'm like, damn it, Nate.
It depends what it is. Yeah, that's a very, like, the line of Tupperware, there are some that are very valuable. I've sold a few of them that are just a little harder to find, and I think people are looking to complete that set, and they want that one piece.
Yep. JT whipped a YouTuber today. Uh-oh.
Hi, time traveler.
Watch Bobby's new video. Misha's there. Hello, Misha.
What's up, Misha Renee? What's up, KPs? Hello.
Hi, KP.
Good to see you.
KP said she subscribed just because we have the nerd on, so I guess that's you.
Nah, she's great. She's been kind of discovered our auction and they've been enjoying some of the Fridays with us. That's great, to meet new people. What's up, Callie? Yeah.
Hi, Callie.
What's the spider pick?
I'm trying to catch up, man. I'm probably not.
Come on, hurry up.
I know.
I got to do something. I'll leave the mic on.
Oh, it's so much better. Oh, wait, no. It was the hat. He's changing his hat, folks.
I'm not changing the hat for nobody. There.
Well, Roy, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Do you want to just have me just start? Do you want me to have me be large and no? Okay, we could.
You do you, Roy. Whatever you want to do. This is your moment.
All right.
If you want to take your shirt off, go ahead. Feel free. It's clothing option.
That's between rounds. I do that. I change it between beers. That'll be no. Everybody in the chat. Hello, I'm Roy. Horizon Picks. If you don't know me, I'm a full-time eBay reseller specializing in toys, comics, collectibles. That's really my niche. I've been doing it for a really long time. But eBay store is Horizon Picks. I'm on Instagram. Follow me. These guys see I post almost every event that I'm doing if you're interested in the stuff that I'm involved in. And long story short, I mean, I was in IT, the .com era came up, had a level of success doing that. Obviously, it dropped. kind of got into different areas of work, but eBay was always something that I did and continue to do to this day. It's really my bread and butter. But the YouTube platform, as a result of COVID, and honestly, some kind of tough times and loss, pushed me to put myself out here and get involved, connect with people, and that's what I've been doing. You've been around, Chuck. Kind of March, I kind of started somewhere in there, and I credit Cajun Roots Reseller,
Everybody
Laura Bemos Mercantile, big, and I got to put Philly Flipper in there. Those three really supported me. Big props to them, and I don't know if I'd be able to be here without them supporting me and kind of pushing me to do it. And it's great. It's been great, so kind of in a nutshell, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, we weren't going to have you on, and then Philly Flipper threatened us, so he said you better have him on. So he talked to us.
I always say that mutant blood. He's my mutant brother, and he gets close enough. It's like, all right, dude. Just, oh, hey, yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, Johnny. I appreciate it. Absolutely. And part of this is meeting cool people, connecting, collaborating with people, and that's really what my strong point was when I did corporate work, was putting strategic partnerships with companies, creative teams together. So back to me producing the YouTube lives, right? It's still kind of that, and quite frankly, finding some really amazingly talented people on this platform, and how do we get the ants to kind of work together for something really great, and I think that's what we're trying to do, so very proud of where we're going, what we're doing. Happy to share it today with you guys. I really appreciate it. I haven't done an interview in about 2 months. I was on Johnny's and did my morning interview a few months back. So how far we've come. Yeah, it's true.
To our channel. Ooh. I think that's a step.
You did read the fine print on the contract we make everyone sign about losing subscribers, right? We're not responsible.
We're not responsible.
Not responsible. Yeah, it's been great, and Chuck from a while now, very supportive. There are just certain people along your journey that are just kind of they're there. It's great, They're like, hey.
I try to be. Unfortunately, you're on a little late for this old guy, but I do try when I can.
No, man, that's awesome. I tried to be in a lot of spots myself, early on, and I almost burned out a little bit. You got to really kind of maintain.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yep.
So why Horizon? What's that?
That's a good question. I have been on eBay. I have been Horizon Guy, all one word, for decades. Horizon, it sounds crazy. It's like, back the old adage, you guys have probably heard it, how to come up with your best porn name. It's like the street you lived on as a kid, plus like your ex's last name or whatever. And you got, I believe it or not, I lived on Horizon Drive way back. And I've always been Horizon Guy, and I just really never change it. But in doing what I'm doing now, I will say one of the biggest catalysts for me to do this full-time reselling was, believe it or not, American Pickers.
Yeah.
The show.
I believe it.
Just, going out picking, and I'm like, I can do that. I'd like to do that. I'm like, and I know it's a TV show and maybe it's scripted. It probably is, right? But it's like, I was into that. And I said, I think I can do it. And I began, and then it was Horizon Pick. So, if you guys see the logo of like my logo, it says the sun's coming up. You're driving in my truck. And it's this like, get up, early bird gets the worm. Like, what's on your horizon? What did you pick today? So Horizon Picks, That's my cool. Picks. So it's, the stuff that I like, that I get, and I'm picking it for you. So that's generally, yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So you're a nerd or a geek or what do you call yourself?
My canned answer, I get asked this a lot.
Really?
Yes, I am a nerd, right. But I'm a nerd executive level. I will put myself, because again, it's like just at a certain level, and I want to lead them, if that doesn't sound too cocky. Again, wanting to put the talent together, and that's kind of it. But geek, nerd, nerd in 2021 does not have any of the connotation that it had to say when the Revenge of the movie came out, right?
Right.
Totally different.
Yeah.
So, and is met nowadays with, it's tech, it's, social media, it's, video, it's apps, it's just so many different things.
Don't you think that those movies maybe kind of helped, the Revenge of the Nerd movie specifically, kind of helped move us that way? Like, hey, nerds can be kind of cool.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. And nowadays it's like, I heard some statistic that like, the opposite sex nowadays is like more turned on by somebody maybe having a hybrid vehicle versus like, a higher priced like sports car, right? It's this kind of, so this kind of eco-friendliness goes into that, that kind of goes into it too, the repurposing of stuff like that. And that goes into the reselling, right? So it does kind of sink its teeth into what we're doing,
Right.
I can't. Yeah.
Hello, Jennifer Hayes.
Hi, Jennifer.
She's another one. Jennifer Hayes, every time I would come into a chat, Roy, where's your video? Roy, where's your video? And I was like, I don't have any content yet. You got to get started. And she did. And I remember when I first put out my first couple, hey, Jen, I did it. Look, it's out there. She's great. She's
awesome.
Yeah.
Myra was wanting to know, I know I don't have a cooking video, but do either of you two have a cooking video? Look what your hat has caused, Chuck. This is on you.
Yes, it is. Maybe I'll have to do one.
There you go.
I made some really good English muffins earlier. I
will. Video of it.
Put them in the toaster. You know what the secret is? You toast them twice. I like them crispy.
I think too, the nerding executive is also a lot of nerd people. They're socially inept, socially awkward, right?
Yes.
And I pride myself in not being that way per se. I'm fairly friendly, straightforward. I really try to, be upfront, honest, friendly, social, and kind of represent that. So that maybe that's a little bit where the executive comes into play. And that lends itself to this, right? All this, it's kinda...
No, you do seem very comfortable on camera, that's for sure.
I have, and I think you and I talked about this a little, Chuck. I did go to art school. I have an art degree. Yep. I took acting classes. I've taken voice work. I did customer service work between jobs. So I was the guy that they would go, let me speak to a manager. And I would come, why, yes, hello. You know, oh, Miss Jones. Okay. Why don't you just tell me what I'm going to help you. And then just really be that like go-to person to chill them out and get them calmed down, and then be like, okay, Chuck with the hat is going to finish your order. Okay, I'll transfer you. Okay, thank you. No, thank you. You know,
I've had to be that guy before too.
Right. So, and it really does. It lends the skill sets to making videos and just kind of being comfortable with it. Yeah.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea, Myra. I could do the Swedish Chef.
Oh, that's like
baby cookie the chicky.
He was like, bork, bork, bork.
Yes,
that's what he always ended with. That's what he always ended with.
Bork, bork, bork. Yeah, the song. I wish I should at least learn the song. I do have an apron right up there. I should probably put that on. Just to
see now, you come on with that hat late night, Chuck. Oh, it's on. We gonna be singing.
You may get banned on YouTube if you only wear an apron and a hat. Just saying.
How do we know this, Nate?
Because I got banned on TikTok because they thought I was naked. I'm just warning you. YouTube may think the same thing.
Hello, Veronica Mitka.
What's up, Miss V? Miss V. Good to
Veronica.
see you.
Oh, and hello. I missed Jen's Closet Gems. Oh. So I see you have Grover behind you. I like Grover.
You do.
I was one of those. See, I was an adult when Elmo came around. I was a late teens, like close to being an adult. And I was so offended by Elmo because I felt like he was replacing Grover. And it made me mad. We're stealing my childhood. So Grover's
I'm with you.
Place.
I'm with you. I think you and I are close in age. And I think that I felt the same way. I remember being a little older and being like, what's that?
Elmo pisses me off. And I don't know
what? Because Grover had Frank Oz, right? And just that wonderful voice and just so endearing. And I didn't find Elmo to be that when I finally saw that, you know.
I didn't either. Good, we agree.
Yeah. So, Miss V, don't have a rough day. Now you're chilling with some bros. It's cool. Good to see you.
Come in here and
hope we make your night better.
Look at his hat.
Hey, who can be sad when a fat guy wears a hat like this?
Hey,
Makes you think of pastries.
Bork, bork. Yeah. So the Grover, you probably saw the video, Chuck, with the Grover and how special it is, and you know. And I won't go down if you guys are at all. I'm going to do a show. I'm trying to get one or two more pieces. I'm going to do a show called Sharing is Caring, and this guy and that clip will be part of kind of the end point of the show and get out the tissues and whatever. But I have a couple other really awesome things that people have shared with me over the last couple months that I want to kind of put together and present a show with some kind of special moments on YouTube that maybe people missed. And it's like, here you go, you know, check this out. So.
And I don't know if you guys know this, but Super Grover, his alter ego was Grover.
Yes. I actually have a Super Grover as well. I almost busted him out, but I was like running out of time, and I just sat him right there on the comics, and then I'd have an original Kermit right there as well as chilling.
Oh, that's my wife's favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean he's guarding the belt here. He's guarding the Horizon Federation belt right here that Collecting Chaos is currently the champion of. But yeah, here he's an original Jim Henson.
Is it a puppet or just a? We don't want to look at you.
I'm trying to figure this out to get him on here.
Is that right? There you go. So you could see it's kind of hard to.
Trying to look at Kermit and you show us Cookie Monster.
Sorry, there you go. But it's an original Jim Henson early 70s Kermit. So yeah, and right in there, right in there with this guy. Probably here, we'll go back. But yeah. So yeah, he's my. There was a question, I think it was last night. What would Jen Closet Gems asked, what was the one toy if you had to take to the afterlife? And there's no question that it would be this one for me.
That's cool.
And he's mine from when I was like single digits, and there's a whole story behind it, but
he's in good shape.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
He's great.
Sorry to hear about your kid, Veronica. I hope he heals up.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, that stinks.
They're resilient, though.
Yeah, right?
My son, when he was a toddler, we had a punch card for the OR. We went free sandwiches every 10th time we went in, I swear. And he's fine now.
Listen, nowadays, when you fall, it's like the next day could be worse. You're like, oh no, what else did I mess up, right?
Yeah. Pet monster. I found a pet monster a couple weeks.
Oh, my pet monster. Yeah.
I couldn't think of what it was called though, but
it has those big fangle teeth, and he's all fuzzy and
like blue or purple, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a very trippy looking toy. My pet monster. Yeah. It's true.
So,
kids.
got a question for you, Roy.
Yes, sir.
What is the dumbest way you've ever hurt yourself?
The dumbest way I've ever hurt myself.
Yes.
I did it. I've actually been asked this before, believe it or not.
Okay.
Yeah. I fell when I was in my 20s off of a roof on my back, injured myself, didn't need to go to the hospital, but I probably should have gotten myself checked out. And I have a pretty bad pinched nerve right here. It aggravates every once in a blue moon, it's the neck. I was a couple years back, I was in the shower and I literally sneezed. I sneezed and totally pulled my neck out.
Been there, buddy.
Oh my god.
It was like, touch it. And it was one of the worst. And I ended up having to go get physical therapy, chiro. It was, I don't know what I did. Just that motion. So stupid, yet sneezed in the shower, wrecked my neck. There's probably one of the worst. Yeah.
What about you, Chuck?
Oh, I've got a laundry list. I'm trying to think to do one similar to Roy, though. This is just a couple weeks ago. I had a migraine headache, and it got so bad that I got nauseous and was dry heaving. And while I was dry heaving, I threw a rib out.
Oh.
So I had to go to the chiropractor 3 visits before she finally got it to pop back in. And I don't know if any of you ever had a rib out before, but it feels kind of like you're having a heart attack and you're being stabbed in the side.
Yes.
That hurts.
Rib out. Mm-hmm.
So that was my most stupid way to get hurt, but I don't know.
I was doing I painted houses as a summer job in college. And so I was above a garage on a driveway, painting like a facade of like the second story. And there was one of those like smaller houses where it was pitched, and there was only like this much roofing tiles for me to like stand on. And I moved back to step on the high step ladder from the driveway, and it kicked out. And man, I just did a Nestea plunge backwards onto the slate driveway. And I was lucky I didn't get a concussion. I took it all in my back, and not fun.
Jeez.
Gosh.
Hi, Marcy.
I was very lucky. I mean, I could have, had to busted my head open. So, kind of just did no.
Nate, you do anything stupid?
Yes, Nate.
I'll just say it. So, I mean, I have a laundry list, but I topped it all 2 weeks ago. I think it's 2.5 weeks ago or so. So I got back issues. I have spinal stenosis, so I struggle a lot with my back and my neck. And so I've had to adapt over the years how to probably wipe differently than other people, after you use the bathroom, right? So I'm sitting there, or not sitting there, standing trying to wipe, and what happens is my knee pops and I almost fall, and I look and I dislocated my kneecap.
What?
I'm like, how is this possible? Like, it was bad. Like I had to pop it back, and it was not fun. I'm just like, how does this happen?
Not fun or funny.
No, it's not funny at all.
No, I mean, it's pretty funny because it's dumb.
Oh my God, that's horrible. I can't believe you told us.
Oh, I don't care.
Have you ever dislocated that kneecap before, or was that the first time?
Nope, that's the first time I dislocated anything. So that was cool.
Dislocation, you can kind of pop it back and hope for the best. I mean,
now I have a clicking, but I figured as long as it holds up, I'll just watch how I wipe. I know that sounds weird, but
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine, man. It's fine. It was,
like Nate's all healed up, but this Geiger counter just keeps going off. I don't know what's happening.
But did you finish wiping? Patrick wants to know.
I did. I have the cleanest butthole this side of the Mississippi, Chuck.
That's crazy. You put hydrate in as a word. I never saw that before. She said Nestea plunge. I put the little drink and it said hydrate. That's funny.
Oh
yeah. Yeah. Popping a rib, Chuck, is no joke. I had that happen. I was moving stuff, and I just moving bins, and I went like this. It felt like somebody just shanked me in my side, and I literally just dropped what I was doing. And I was like, oh, and I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe for a minute. I almost felt like somebody knocked the wind out of me, and I had to get chiropractic adjustments and stuff. He's just like, yeah, because all your other tendons and muscles and back will compensate the wrong way. It's not good. No dirty butt. Yeah. That's like your mom asking did you have clean underwear?
Yeah, right.
I really hope I never experience popped rib after listening to you guys.
Popping ribs.
I've dislocated my kneecap before, and that wasn't fun either.
Yeah, but a rib is a lot worse.
I suppose. Yeah. Roy's been shanked, Nikki, so we know.
Projects, grew up No, I never got shanked. I got, I used to get jumped a lot in the new neighborhood, but my parents got divorced, and
No kidding? Like mugged or?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Jeez.
I was bullied a lot as a kid, and my parents split up when I was 7. Went to the kind of new neighborhood. My mom had to, basically took care of us. My dad was a blue collar truck driver, wasn't around a lot growing up, and my parents got divorced, and he kind of just didn't come back. So my mom, I'm the youngest of 5, by the way. I'm the youngest of 5 kids. So my mom, went to work, got to work, took care of us, and the new neighborhood was what it was, but single mom, supporting 4 of us. My brother was in college at the time, but it is what it is. I think a lot of kids got bullied or messed with. It's just part of growing up. Not right, but it's there,
I agree. I think
Unfortunately, it's there.
I think it just kind of happens. Have you ever tried giving birth for 26 hours? Maybe I have, Veronica. You don't know.
Okay, Veronica, I'm just gonna say it. Women are okay. I know I may have some people that disagree with this comment, but women are so much tougher. Like
That's a good one. I will.
Yeah.
I'll add. There's also a statement. You can't compare people's pain.
Well,
yeah,
true. But just think of taking, and I don't mean to be graphic, but for a guy, imagine taking an opening that's normally a lot smaller and making it big enough for a baby. I mean, I'm sorry, but if you, I don't think I could do that.
Oh, I
would
believe me.
not have kids.
I'll mad props to moms. Awesome.
So
Now-
thank you, Veronica, for your.
now can I say something to kind of go along with that?
Sure.
And you guys won't get offended.
Oh God.
Okay. Isn't it weird that you're like messing with someone or someone's making fun of you and they call you a pussy, but they're actually really strong? We should be calling people testes or, nuts or dicks or something because, they're weak.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
just
just a
look at
thought.
Jennifer Hayes. I delivered my own child myself. That is toughness. That is what I'm talking about right there.
Oh my God.
But that was also why, to your point, why are guys called pussies? Because
it doesn't make any sense.
Well, I'll say really because I thought about this quite. It's because women are the true gods, right? They're creators.
Patrick.
Yep.
We help.
I'm gonna grab another beer. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, is that
All
cool? I'll be right back. All right.
He's a lot more polite than me. I just got up and grabbed one.
Gino, hello. I don't know if we said hi to you yet, buddy. Thank you for coming.
Thanks, Marcy.
I will be on Gino's channel tomorrow at 7 Eastern. Hello. I didn't even say hello to my wife.
Wow, you're a douche.
I know. Why do we call guys a douche?
Why do we? Oh my God. This is an eye-opening segment, guys. Share it with all your friends. Like, we're learning stuff tonight.
So I clean one of the toughest things in existence. So that's a good thing, right?
You're welcome, Veronica. That's how I feel, though. It's like, come on, people.
This is boring without Roy. Should we just quit?
I don't know. I feel like I don't like you very much. Roy comes back and we just ended the show.
We're like parents after the kids are gone. It's like they realize, hey, we don't like each other that much.
Like, what do we do?
Oh, you're so diplomatic. See, Veronica, we're cheering Veronica up. That's a good thing. Yeah, see, that's right, Michael. You always have to have it sitting right next to you. What's with the hat? You making me pizza after the show? Who says it's a pizza hat? I could be a pastry chef or a bartender.
Exactly, Nikki.
This hat might just become my gimmick.
You gonna start wearing it?
Chef Chuck.
That's a sexy name, Chef Chuck.
It is.
Is that what Marcy calls you at home?
No,
Chefy?
Jack. Hello, Cameron. Hello, homie pals. I've never heard homie pals before. Of course, I've never heard nerding before.
Cameron.
I'm learning a lot tonight.
The nerding? It's like the nerding. That's like the nerding. It's
The
like
nerding? Gotcha.
Like, let's go nerding. What's up, Cameron?
Now that sounds like you're going to go terrorize some nerds if you're going nerding. Let's go nerding.
Go nerd. Nah, see that would be like in the Horizon Bizarro planet, because I could never beat down my guys there.
Your constituents.
Sure. That's right.
You see Gino's comment? It will be cleaner than this slime.
Yes, I'll be good for Gina. I'm being good now. Roy's the problem.
I know.
It's usually a good show.
See, when we get flack, we go. We go. Pointing at you. No.
We're like, let's have the nerd guy on. He'll be safe. And then people are blowing their knees, wiping their rears. It's crazy.
Falling off roofs.
Okay, what would our stripper names be?
I might steal mine. I'll have to think of a good one.
See, but you're also asking somebody that's definitely going to answer, so she knows. Let's see.
You already have one, don't you?
I'll say it. I said it the other day, and it's funny. And I'll go with this. In the beginning, when I was starting to mod for different channels, I was moderating for a comic book channel. I was going in and just learning how a lot of this stuff worked. 2 guys. I was horizontal pics.
Horizontal.
There's my stripper name right there.
Stamp it, sealed it. That's yours.
Let's go with that.
You own it.
Well,
horizontal pics.
Marcy already said mine. Hard candy.
That's right.
It's ironic.
So we have the headliners, clearly Hard Candy. We have an intro by Horizontal Pics, and we have backroom escapades with.
Nathanias the Naughty.
Just playing.
What was it?
The champagne room.
The Naughty.
Nathanias the Naughty? The Naughty? Nathanias the Naughty. That sounds kind of medieval. I like it. You'd have to wear a jester hat for that one.
Did I miss it? What was it, Nate?
I said Nathanias the Naughty.
Oh, Nathanias the Naughty. Nice. Naughty Nate. There you go.
I got called Naughty Nate. What else do they call me? Nasty Nate. All kinds of stuff. Those were like my nicknames growing up.
Do they hurt still?
No, I don't care.
I could just see it though. Naughty Nate with Naughty Nate, Hard Candy. Special appearance by Horizontal. See, I can't even say it. It's so crazy. Horizontal.
I'm picturing the video that shuts down my channel.
100 guests. You get the hat dance. Yes, folks. He will dance with his hat. Sorry.
I love Marcy's comment. I'm an old lady that loves her hard candy.
Nothing wrong with that. Frugal peanut. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, we're not going there. Jen wants us to name her, I think. She has no idea what her stripper name would be, but she wants one.
Who? Jen? Which Jen?
Gems. Closet Gems.
Jen. I'd have to give that a thought. Let's see. Jen.
Has to have something with a lot of color. I mean, she does a lot of color with her makeup and her hair.
I'm trying to think of something Pokemon related.
Oh,
Horizontal He-Man.
Horizontal He-Man.
It's a winner. Says yes. Horizontal He. No.
Okay, Jen says, "Do not name me." All right, we're not going to.
Do not.
Oh, I was like over here thinking of names.
So was I.
Don't name me. No.
He's like, no, I've changed my mind.
Please stop.
I'll have to watch for Marcy coming down the steps to smack me for being mushy.
Who's this Jen?
Oh, she knows Jen.
Yeah. Out of the closet.
Out of the closet, Jen. Cat's
Yeah,
out
Jen-
of the bag now, Jen. Everyone's going to be thinking of poor names for you.
That's right.
But not us.
Fast Fingers, Jennifer Hayes. No, sorry.
Oh, that would suck, Myra. Elmira. Giddy up.
Oh no.
Boom.
Is that like Oak Ridge Boys or
Yep.
something?
I think it was Oak Ridge Boys.
Sad that I know that. Yeah.
Isn't that the cheesiest song ever? Next to the cheesiest country song ever is Islands in the Stream. But Elvira's got to be a close second.
That's right. Misha. Oh, she's laughing. That's good.
Porn name.
I think you said that, Chuck. Either you or Roy. I can't remember.
Well, what's the difference between stripper names and
I
porn
came.
names?
Yeah, well, we kind of said stripper, and then it was like, how do you come up with the name? And that's actually how I came up with Horizon Picks as the beginning of our rewind conversation, probably a half hour ago now.
I don't know if you've heard my Velveeta story, Roy, but I'll tell it again because I love telling it.
I can't wait. Go ahead.
A guy I went to high school with was a large guy. He was heavy, and he after high school he did some cross-dressing shows in Madison, and I guess at this place where he was doing it, generally the crowd would give you a name, and him being a heavier guy, they named him Val Vita.
Great.
And so we, whenever we'd see him, we teased him, not because of what he was doing, but because of the name they gave him. It's like, come on, Velveeta.
I guess you go with the Velveeta versus like what? They got cheese curds, right? I guess that's like kind of not a good angle, right? Let's go Velveeta.
Cheese
Curds is a no.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, rolling it back. Roll it back. Roll it back.
Okay, Jen's stripper just dances naked in a dark room. Porn is bang bang boom boom on camera.
What do you mean, Jen?
Could you? I'm not sure I understand either. So they're shooting people, or
Sounds violent.
I do think that we'd be remiss not to think that there's some crossover going on with those two levels of employment. So.
I would think it'd have to be some.
Just a hunch. Yeah.
I feel like you start and then this is where you finish. The bang bang. I'm just saying. I mean, it's like getting a promotion, right?
Well, what? Right. I mean, one you're doing this, and the other one you're a star. So what does that kind of tell you?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's.
It's like you just went from crew operator to manager.
Careful with the gesture. Okay, is this a little crazy? All right, we're good.
Is that what you? That didn't seem so bad.
Sorry we make you feel dirty, Gina.
This is the emoji I do, and it's like I don't know what they're talking about. Patrick and I love it. We don't. You ever get to like a thread and you're talking to somebody? It's back and forth, and at a certain point, you don't really know what to say. It just go. It's like how you can kind of end it,
That would make me think of something like this, Roy. What's the best bread for making toast? Like you like English muffins or Texas toast or rye.
Right.
There's lots of choices. Sourdough is good.
Right. Toast.
Yeah,
I think
toast.
it is the gateway
Toast.
drug.
Yeah.
Hi,
Toast is
Angie.
the gateway. Hello, Angie Resells.
What's up, Angie? Stuff. Yes, I saw her. She does her show with the Cap guy, JT, the Cap guy, right?
Yes.
Yep.
The Cap Guy and JT. Those are two different people.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cap guy is a person, and JT is another person. He is not JT.
JT is the puppet.
Correct.
The Cap Guy is Bobby.
Jen wants us to talk about church now so we can cleanse Gino after our conversation.
Bless you, Gino.
That's right. So what do you guys like? I know, Chuck. You're into art glass, correct? Is that
No,
no?
not really. No.
Bring you up. What do you buy and sell? What is your niche? What do you like to sell?
If the Amish are looking for it, that's what I buy. It's Tupperware, it's Pyrex, it's linens. That's
Okay.
kind of my niche. But then, I'm a sucker for old electronics and 80s toys that no one else is buying. And whatever I can find. Like everyone, I sell whatever I can find. But those seems to be the things that I can always get because they get ignored by a lot of other people. And there's a bit in our area, so.
Cool. Yeah, I we had the PA Dutch out here, so
Oh yeah.
all of that is everywhere. So
Yep.
might be letting you know if I come across this or that. I know you probably look for specific things, but
I'm not picky.
I do see sets of Pyrex and stuff all the time. So yeah, no, that's awesome. And the Tupperware stuff is definitely, it's one of the few made in USA forever patents, right?
Yeah. And they do last. They are quality.
Lifetime. Yep.
Promiscuous time traveler. Did I say hi to him? Hello, promiscuous time. I can't say
A
your
little late.
That you could just say PTT.
PTT.
He's awesome, man. He's hilarious.
I just started watching his channel. He's something wrong with him, and that's why I like him.
He is, and anybody that wants to know, Promiscuous Time Traveler is selling his comic collection to fund his own comic book. So if you ever see him and he's selling stuff and you buy, it's going towards his own creative endeavor there. So
That's
like
awesome.
to support creatives. He's a highly creative dude. Had him on the auction. He's great. You see Promiscuous out and about. He time travels. He bounces everywhere. So if you see him, support him. He's great. How about you, Nate? What's your niche? What do you like to sell?
Christmas ornaments or anything to do with Christmas.
Okay.
It's just something I started finding. I mean, it's just one of those things I never thought I would ever consider myself knowledgeable about Christmas, but every yard sale I went to, there was Christmas there, and I was able, like every time I'd be like, hey, what will you take for everything? So they would give me, crazy deals, so I had to take it. And I just started learning that way, and now my niche is Christmas stuff. So,
Cool.
I mean, and the cool thing is too, like last year we did some decorating with some of the stuff, and then if it sells, I just take it off the wall or the shelf and ship it out. So, and I don't have to keep it because everything has a price to it.
We just started learning Christmas stuff. Well, my wife kind of knew some before, but I just started learning it. We've been learning from Noelle and Lissa quite a bit. And yeah, the other day I found a bucket of Shiny Brights, and I was so excited. And I just thought, man, I'm a 50-year-old man going, Shiny Brights, Shiny Brights.
Right.
A particular kind of ornament for those that don't know. So yeah, it's all good.
If I go to the flea market, and sometimes these guys, they just do estate clear outs, and they're literally, it's just this like amalgam of crap just falling off their truck, and they're literally just like throwing it on the grass, like whatever, make it off. And one time I found a case of the vintage bubbler lights. Remember the original bubbler with the little stick?
Yeah.
New old stock.
Wow.
Must have just come out of an attic. He's like, oh yeah, there's some ancient Christmas stuff. I'm like, ah! And I just went over, and I was like, opened one, and I ripped it open, and it was like pristine. I just like closed it.
That is awesome.
Wow.
How much? Oh, thank you. And whatever. I think I literally, it was like, he's like, make offer. I'm like, $10. Great. It's just
And a lot of people with Christmas stuff don't realize what they have.
They don't like it.
And it's like, oh, it's just old Christmas junk. I'm not going to use it. And it's just like, I love you. Like, thank you.
And that's the thing. That's the thing that, you know, a lot of when I go into chats and I try to lend expertise and kind of give people some knowledge, you know, strike when you can. You know, when you know, or you have that inkling that this is, you got to strike, you got to jump on that, because it's more often than not when you're not finding it, it stinks, right? But when you do get it, I would just always say, it's like, you know, make it hot by striking. Don't strike while the iron is hot. Make it hot. Strike. Go get it. That's the way that I kind of look at things.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah.
That's actually Yates.
Is it?
That's his saying. Yes. Don't strike while the iron is hot. Make it hot by striking. That's Yates. Yeah.
Time traveler, I will have my people get with your people to make that checkout to us. So we'll all three split it.
So like Nate, so like stuff like, you know, Hallmark ornaments, like, is this in your wheelhouse? Do you like stuff like this?
Yeah, my main thing is because when I first started, I was like, oh my god, Hallmark, and I bought like everything. And then I realized that some of the ornaments I was buying were only worth like $3 or $4.
Yep.
But if I can find, that's awesome. Like if I find anything,
how about like a case of these? Would you?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like if I can find anything, comic book related or anything like, or characters, I buy it up because people are always buying that type of stuff.
See you later, Myra.
Bye, Myra. Thanks for stopping by.
We can't compete with Fenton.
Yeah, Fenton's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome to know, Nate. I mean, I do find that stuff in bulk pretty regularly. So I will, if I get into something, or I'll certainly let you know if that's stuff that you're able to work with. I'm always wanting to communicate, coordinate outside of the platform, make a deal. You get something you could work with. I move it. We're both happy, and whatever you get, and we just keep it rolling. That's just the way that I like to.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
I kind of feel like Patrick Murphy is in the back of the classroom, just kind of whispering hard-ass remarks to his friend next to him.
Oh, you have no idea. I guarantee. I mean, he's got, you know, because he's got the peasants. He's got this group that they're buds of his from his, like, back in the gaming days, and friends of his from quite some time. And I know those guys, they are always talking and stuff. It's great. It's a great community of creative minds, and certainly hilarious too at times. So, yeah.
Do you have anything you refuse to sell, or are you pretty open with everything?
Oh, that's about what I was going to ask.
I don't. If I do a bulk buy, so rolling back a little bit to American Pickers, right? Some of the catalysts, what those guys do on the show, going to a property, picking, hauling it away. I'm not really interested, honestly, in family photographs, stuff like that. That's like should be kept in the family. I kind of have a conscience. If somebody's like, oh my gosh, this is a family heirloom, and then whatever, some random person, sell it, you know, I may go, you know, there's karma there. I don't really like to get into that. Some of my own personal stuff that I've had since, again, I was a little boy, like this guy, right? I mean, I would never sell this Grover, you know, it's so near and dear to me. Stuff like that. But in general, I mean, as we're rolling along in this YouTube landscape, stay tuned, buckle up, man, because I'm going to be bringing way better stuff as we go. So it's basically, it's all kind of open. I'll be on most of it, but like I said earlier, 95% is open to negotiation. It could be arranged. We can always, I had a person the other night I bought one of my plush, just had to have it, made me an offer I couldn't refuse. There you go. No problem. Frequent buyer. So.
That's awesome. Because I'm the same way. If someone wants something, I'm like, I don't really have attachment to much. So, like, I'll have it, like, if someone came down, like, looked at my collectibles, I'm like, well, I'll give you this. And if it was a good enough offer, I'm like, I'll just buy another one day. I don't care.
That saying is like, some things aren't for sale, but they could still be bought, right? It's just kind of.
Nate used to have 4 kids.
Right?
Now I got one.
There you go. People, and I think with this, the immediacy of this platform, right? The ability to connect with people in real time right now is so awesome. And there's somebody to literally, through watching something, type in a chat and go, I want that. And I go, here it is. Sounds great. Hit me up in PayPal, and it's like, what an awesome thing. It's like Home Shopping Network, like, turned up a notch. Like,
I guess I'm just gonna have to start piling my stuff behind me and just like try to get people to take the hint. Like, come on.
A lot of the lots that I have they're all, they're put away, but I mean, it's like, you guys don't even see the half of it. I mean, the stuff I have, lots just like literally waiting to just like, here we go, Star Wars. Here we go. Here's, Batman, Superman,
That's awesome.
I got a question for you. Here's a chance to throw some shade. Is there any, like, pop culture thing that is has a lot of followers, big following, that you think you just don't get? Like, you're like, I don't understand why people are into that. Or, because you seem to be into a lot of things.
Correct, yeah. I do kind of hate on some Beanie Babies.
Oh, I hate Beanie Babies.
I'm kind of I'm not on the Beanie Baby bandwagon. I never have been. I get it, but I don't get it. They're everywhere, and they're so easy, and they just kind of come. They're kind of like those stray Legos that are always in the bottom of a bin. It's like they're just there. It's like I inherited some. If you look up the history of the creator, the Thai creator, some crooked stuff going on there.
Really? I didn't know that.
Totally inflated market. They produced based on, the market. It's all messed up. And I don't get it. I do like me some plush. Don't get me wrong. I mean, but it's like, for me, I don't know. The other thing I kind of don't go for, unless it's super like Dino Supreme, are coffee cups. I like them. I sold some. I sold a Venom coffee mug like 2 weeks ago for like $30, but it's like, it's specialized. It's Venom. The movie's coming out. It's a whole thing. It just, again, Beanie Babies and coffee cups, and if you want to get started and that stuff's around you and you can move it, more power to you. It's just, I really try to go for a net price that's higher.
Sure.
My net price is, I always try to get a minimum of that, like $25 to $30 and up.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, that's awesome.
Always. And if I go lower, it would be for a quantity, if I can help it. Sure, I have stuff that goes for less. I sell it for less. With the FeeBay, you whittle down. Somebody makes you an offer. How long have I had it? Great, but yeah. I got to close the door real quick to my office.
Johnny, the Star Wars. If I find Star Wars or Star Trek, I buy them up too because I can't keep them in my store when I have them. Um, which tattoo are you talking about, Johnny? I got this one on my forearm, and then this one I just started getting, and it's going to hopefully be finished Tuesday.
Wait, where? Let me see it. The one you just started. Is that a house?
You twist my arm. Do what?
Is that like a house?
Yeah. So it's a old haunted Victorian house, and then I'm gonna. He's only started on one, but there's gonna be 3 ravens over it, looking over it, and then there's gonna be a pile of human skulls on this side, and to help cover that up. And I enjoy creepy things and
You're
things that go bumping.
a goth. Put on your black eyeshadow. You're probably into.
Dude, I don't know how women do. Speaking of women again, I don't know how women do eyeliner. I did that one year, dressing up as a vampire, and it trying to get that stuff washed off, and then it getting in my eyes and burning really bad.
I've been known to wear some eyeliner in the past. I don't know if I've done it.
I loved wearing it because I thought it made my eyes look really sexy. I'm like, all right. And then it's like, I don't know how people do it. Like, I'm a baby trying to, I got tiny eyes anyway.
Don't cry, Nate.
Worst cut.
No, I love Doctor Who. Awesome fan of that show. I'm an old school Doctor Who guy with the long long scarf with the curly hair. He's my favorite.
Cool.
Yeah.
Johnny, are you talking about the new one? I'm sorry. I got off on a tangent on something else. Are you talking about the new one?
Somebody poked themselves. That's funny with the eyeliner. Poke. Ah.
Who's Tom Baker? Why are we talking about Tom Baker?
Tom Baker's the doctor that I'm talking about. Yeah, he's the original from the older show with the crazy scarf.
Johnny, there's really no true meaning to my tattoo. Like, I love dark art, and I actually find designs on Etsy of people, like artists selling their artwork, and then I'll find something that looks cool, and then my tattoo artist puts his spin on it, and then that's what I get. Like, I do have a few tattoos that do have meaning, but this one, I mean, I'm not even gonna try to lie. There's really no meaning to it other than I like it.
Do you have any ink, Roy?
I have 0 tattoos. I've designed dozens of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I could doing the art, Adobe Illustrator, getting that, some of these artists that, when they do that transfer and make it, identical to the drawing, right? They can lay that on there. So I've done quite a few of those for friends. But no, I've not actually inked any of my body. Yeah.
Do you ever plan on doing any kind of ink?
Perhaps. It would have to be something very unique, because I'm so perfectionistic as an artist, right? With my own art, somebody else drawing on me kind of freaks me out, But I also, it wouldn't be the pain thing. I would almost be like micromanaging the guy as he's doing.
Yeah.
No.
Like, hey man, can you shade a little bit more on that thing?
To me, I find it therapeutic. Like, it's just something therapeutic where my guy, like, he's a really good artist, or I would not be getting tattoos, because I've seen some of my family that have gotten some just random ones from random people, and it's like, no, I'm good. So he's very critical of his work and everything, and just to me bring him an idea and then he creates it into his own thing. I mean, that's impressive to me because unfortunately I'm not an artist at all.
Right. Yeah. I think for folks, the mental connection that happens when I keep doing this, I don't know why, you get a tattoo anywhere, but when somebody's scrolling, there is something mental happening. And you said therapeutic. That's very interesting, right? Is this you're going to get cerebral here. This, detachment, right? You're because it is painful. You're kind of putting yourself mentally in another spot. For you to say it's therapeutic is really interesting, Nate. Some people.
Oh, I don't know. It's just like that is like my zen right there. Like getting tattooed,
people,
the nice thing is where I work right now, they don't I travel for business and stuff, and I have a professional job, but they don't look down on me because I have tattoos. And then if I do show up at a place where I know they're, even though I disagree with them, but I know they're a little backwards thinking, I will wear long sleeves just to not start anything because we're trying to build a business relationship and everything. So
yeah,
but a lot of times I like to leave my sleeves rolled up just to see the reaction when I walk in. because I mean, you still got those people that are looking down at your arms and are like, oh my god, like they let him work here.
My mom's current doctor he's inked all over. He's got all kinds of ink. And her first reaction, I'll never forget, when he walked in, first time she met him, she looked at me, and but she loves him now. But I mean, that's, in her day, the only one that got a tattoo was guys in the Marines would get something on their arm, and that was, other than that, it was kind of a rebellious thing,
Yeah, yeah, and like the way I look at it, I love art, and like I know a lot of people don't like the commitment of putting it on their body forever, but I get comments all the time, oh, you're not going to like that when you're 70. I'm like, I'm not going to like anything about my body when I'm 70. I'm just saying.
You're going to not like your body when you're 70, let alone what's on it,
Yeah, like, you think I care? Like, I know my tattoos will probably move position by then. Like, come on.
Right?
That sounds beautiful.
You lose a story on the house there. That used to be a 3-story house.
This spider web doesn't look the same anymore.
Hello, big brother. Thanks for coming, buddy.
Yeah.
Like my side of the my mom's side of the family, they're all really religious, and they basically look at me and my wife because she's tattooed up too. Like we're black sheep of the family. Like people are like, oh my god, like we get the looks all the time and get all the tattoo jokes all the time. It's just like, come on, guys.
Well, I mean, one of the things I personally do look for, and I have sold quite a bit of, are the tattoo magazines for art. If you guys, reseller tip out there, guys, if you ever find like inked tattoo those magazines, buy them up. They resell because people are looking for ideas. Shops, it's a whole culture. Talk about nerding. The tattoo culture, that whole culture, that's a whole nother niche of things, in the realm of ink, right?
Did you just write that down, Grandpa?
Well, I don't want to forget it. I don't have the best memory.
What did he do?
He's writing down.
I wrote down the tip.
Nice.
He's making fun of me because I got pen and paper out.
Taking notes. Don't make fun. Don't hate on the notepad.
Nate, the show's recorded.
Sorry, guys.
Roll it back. You can just roll it back.
I'm just teasing. I write everything down too. I have to. I'm one of those old dudes that carries a little notebook in his pocket right here.
Hey, man, whatever works. Yeah. Whatever. I mean, I'm like Post-it guy. I'm like, if I can't remember something, it gets a Post-it. It's like, and I've kind of that visual.
I was told to calm down on my post-its at work because my computer was like really lined up, like I was trying to decorate. It's like, guys, no. And they're like, why don't you just put it in a notebook? I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. Then I'll have them all in one spot.
Hey, look, I can forget what throw one out. There we go.
That's awesome.
There's one less.
You ever work with someone that had their password on a post-it on their monitor? I always love that.
I'm like, don't mind if I do.
Oh, I'm going to tell people what I think of them as Betty.
They are Big Brother. They're addictive.
Patrick has different slots in his mind. It's like a toaster, right? He's got like a 4 slice going on, and we don't know what piece of toast at any time. I'm like, switch tracks, Patrick. We didn't catch that.
Patrick's just
Veronica still use a notebook, Chuck.
I do too. I just
whatever works.
Whatever.
I like to make Nate feel bad.
No, now you're just trying to sound cool that you use a notebook, and you know what? It's okay that you don't. We're not going to judge you.
I am a bully, plain and simple. I wanted Nate to cry. That's it. Period. And you let me know.
Guys, I will be right back.
Liar.
1 second.
All right, I'm going to ask an important question while you're gone.
Of course you will.
Roy, what are your stats?
I'm sorry.
What are your stats?
I'm coming back for this one.
What would you like to know? That's the question.
What would you like?
Be specific.
Physical stats. How tall are you? How much do you weigh, if you want to give that? How much can you bench press? Can you dunk a volley?
Ooh.
I don't know. Whatever.
Woo. Man, all right. Let me get 1 second. Let me go grab the dumbbells. All right, here. I am about 6'6", and I hover in that like 215 ish. I'd love to be pushing more like 225 if I could. I'm always trying to keep weight on, not gaining weight. My metabolism, I'm always trying to like eat more because I'm very busy trying to keep stuff, keep my weight on. And, I've talked about this a lot, trying to have a level of performance in what I'm doing, right? And I was an athlete when I was in high school and stuff, and also did the art thing too, but I was a distance runner. So like the ability to kind of manage your calories and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of that. I don't know what I could bench press. I don't really do a lot of free weights. I'm more kind of like stretching and cracking my back, a little bit of yoga stuff, range of motion.
So you do still work out? Do you run? Do you still run?
No, I don't. I live in a townhouse. I run the stairs so much in what I'm doing, just carrying stuff, and I really don't. I don't actively kind of work out, honestly. I just really kind of, my metabolism's still going, and I just kind of like.
Congrats on that.
When you own your own time, it's like I just constantly feel like I'm going, and it just keeps me where I am.
What's a metabolism?
I
don't have.
Veronica, I gotta know, how tall are you? Because I'm not tall. Good. I'm normal height. I'm 5'8" Jen.
Yeah,
Jennifer. Okay, I gotta go, guys. 1 second.
Yeah, sure you do.
Yeah, a couple people actually were like, "How tall are you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm around 6'6". Like I played basketball in high school, and volleyball player. I ran, and then a couple people were like, "I thought you were short," and I was like, "Really?" And I was like, I guess just the angle of the camera, like they thought I was like short, and I was like, "Wow, okay." Not that that's like a bad thing. I just was like, it's interesting the perception through this, right? It's people.
you got picked on when you were younger, so I'm assuming when you were in high school you were a little more popular since you were an athlete and stuff, because generally they get a little more positive treatment. So did you get any sweet revenge on any bullies in any way?
Yes and no. I did I was a bit of like that kind of late bloomer. It wasn't until maybe like junior, senior year when I kind of got a little bigger, stronger, faster, and could kind of honestly fight back, could kind of take them on,
Good for
put
you.
up a fight, still took my lumps sometimes, when you not gonna, I want to sob. I mean, when you get jumped by 2 or 3 guys, it's either you're doing this or you're doing this, and you're just trying to, yeah, you're right. Right. You kind of, you're in it, and you got to go. I think it's almost, I hate to say it, it's almost that like rite of passage as a guy, right? We all got into that fist fight. You're battling. It just is. And, I did. I did get not revenge, but if somebody messed with me when I was a bit older, I really have a tough time with bullies in general. Just,
I'm with you there.
You got to get along. And it's a mentality. It's not just what you're doing. It's your thoughts behind how someone is lesser than, and you're going to go exploit that. It's a tough one.
Yeah, unless they're short and redheaded. I mean, you have to then. But for normal people, you shouldn't bully them.
Yeah, I mean, and even in this platform we're on right now, there are bullies. Let's be real.
Oh God, yes.
We won't name names. They're out there. It happens, and it's just like, how do we use our positive influence and power for good? How do we do that? And that's.
I guess I don't understand why people spend the energy to be like negative towards others. Because here's the way I look at it. None of us get out of life alive. So why not help each other and build something together? You know what I mean? Like, I guess I don't understand why we all cannot just work together and get along.
Well, I can actually tell you why. Because I was on both ends. I was bullied and I bullied. And it's the whole, like Marcy's saying there, hurting people hurt people. And I would get bullied, so I would turn around and I'd bully people that were lesser than me. And thank God I grew out of it both ways. I got big enough that I didn't get bullied anymore. And then I realized, okay, bullying sucks. And it felt so good to not get bullied that I quit being a jackass,
In high school, I might have bullied because it was the same cycle for me. I was bullied all the way through school. And then my junior year, I don't know why I did this, but I decided to shave my head. And everyone was afraid of me when I came back to that year of high school. So then I picked on some people because I'm just like, I'm going to get payback for everyone picking on me. And I regret that year of my life. I only did it for that 1 year. And then it's like, why am I a douchebag?
But you did it. It's sucky that you did that, but you gained that perspective.
I didn't beat anyone up, but I mean, I did say some mean things towards people that obviously I didn't mean. It was just like, you know what, I can do this now because you're afraid of me. And like, I regret that though.
Yeah.
Me too. I got regrets from being a jackass. Marcy,
it's high school, it's high school. Oh, Patrick just asked about my shirt. You guys know I do a lot of shirts. This is just my favorite band, and pretty much my favorite rock band is Disturbed. I love the lead singer. Awesome band. Seen them probably 6 or 7 times. Great band.
They still together. They still make new albums. I haven't heard them for a while.
Yeah, they probably. I think they're on their maybe like 7th album or something like that. Awesome band. I love me some concert shirts. If you guys see me live, I've sold lots of concert shirts. I have a whole concert shirt section in my store. Jackass.
Can I ask you a question, Pat? I mean, Patrick. I saw his name. Roy,
I will try
without
to
you making
answer
fun.
as Patrick. Let's try that.
Do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask without making fun of me because I don't. This is the thing. I love music, but I do not retain like titles of songs or anything. But isn't Disturbed? Don't they like sing 1,000 Fists or something?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Because I know I have them in my playlist. So
Yeah, 10,000 Fists
10,000. Okay,
is
there we go.
one of their more popular songs. Yes.
I remember some Disturbed lyrics. Oh, I can't do it.
All right, here we go, Patrick. We're trying to. Here we go. We got to get ready for this. Okay. Oh. We have this thing where late night, Patrick does his "Why yes, hello." That's Patrick. But then now I'm the like, I'll come in and I'll just be like, when I'm looking for something, we were talking about like Reese's peanut butter cups. I'm like, hey, Patrick, can you hook me up with some Reese's cups? I need them. Can you hook a brother up? So we just been doing that as just being silly. But yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, that's awesome, Johnny.
We'll randomly yell at everyone. That's right.
Oh, and I forgot to say, Johnny said something really cool about his tattoo about his mother. And I just wanted to say,
yeah,
it's like an awesome tattoo. And I'm sorry, I forgot to get back to it.
That's right. Down with the Sickness. That was their first big hit off the Sickness. That's their first album, and awesome.
I love that song.
That's what I was trying to sing.
Yeah,
I would never make it in rock and roll.
I did sing in a band in high school badly. We were trying to do our kind of hardcore thing, and
sweet.
I would love to do some more audio work at some point. That would be, using my voice is definitely something I would like to do more of, whether it's this medium or other things, and just it's a lot of fun. I enjoy that.
Can you sing? Do you have a singing voice?
In terms of like
kind of like a melody, could you sing a Candle in the Wind?
Probably not. I definitely would love me some karaoke. Like, I'll sing Metallica. I would probably try Disturbed, maybe like Foo Fighters. Sweet. Stuff like that. Not, Candle in the Wind probably isn't happening for me.
Come on.
But yeah, like maybe it's hard to take on David Draymond. I mean, his voice is unbelievably unique and refined to do that. But Disturbed's great. I won't. No worry, Big Brother, no worries. I won't be singing Candle in the Wind.
I will be next week on my channel.
Don't tell them that, because then they won't show up.
Oh, sorry. Who do we have on next week, Nate? I don't even know.
Big Brother.
It's Big Brother next week on my channel?
Nice. That's cool.
I will.
Yeah, I'm double checking that right now.
You sent me
Big Brother next week on your channel.
Sweet.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, we talked about Disturbed quite a bit, but it was, if anybody, kind of one of my best favorite songs, besides Down with the Sickness and that first, they did a cover of Sound of Silence, the original
Simon and
Garfunkel. But if you check it out, go on YouTube. It's on Conan O'Brien Live with an orchestra, and they do Sound of Silence. Chills, one of the best performances of a live band I've seen in a long time, and his voice, his interpretation of that song is epic. It's just unbelievable. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Conan O'Brien Live. What?
Conan O'Brien. Just put in Disturbed Sound of Silence. If you do Disturb Sound of Silence and just look for Conan, absolutely fantastic version of that song.
No, Jennifer, there's no link yet. I'm always slow with getting my links out. I apologize.
You see Big Brother great. No one will show up now.
He's like, awesome.
They'll show up. They'll show up just to see Nate's chest.
That's right. They want.
That's why I'm here.
I thought it was The Notebook. They were.
When are you gonna get some ink on there, man?
Nice.
My chest?
Yeah, big back right there.
So he's gonna be finishing my arm, and then I want to finish this sleeve, and then I'm gonna expand to my chest. So I want to be completely covered one day.
Face too?
No, because no. I can't do my face.
You ever think of doing your scalp?
No, because that's pointless to me. Well, I guess not because I'm losing my hair, but no, I'm good.
See, Big Brother says you have a sexy chest. I agree.
I think you should go, Nate. Just get the Mike Tyson, like get it right on
tribal
here.
tattoos.
Yeah, man. Hook
Okay,
it around your eye.
Speaking of that, I just got to say this comment. I'm pretty sure none of my family's watching this that
Your dad
would
was.
care. But my cousin that passed away about a year ago, 2 years ago, he actually got a logo. I forget what. It was a big F, but it kind of was like the way Mike Tyson's tattoo looked on his face, which he had a lot of face tattoos. And I'm just like, why, man? I mean, if it makes you happy, it makes you happy. I'm not gonna, make fun of you. But I'm just like, his was like literally a brand logo. And I'm like, they're not even paying you. Like, I don't know.
Wasn't that a thing in the NBA a few years ago? They were trying to decide if the NBA was going to allow players to get tattoos of sponsors. And it was, I think Allen Iverson was going to get something on his arm that he was going to get paid for, and the NBA was like, no, we don't want you to turn into a billboard, or I don't know.
I've
seen stories in the past of people like auctioning off, like some guy auctioned off his forehead for a tattoo of a brand, and I think he ended up getting like a few. I say a few thousand. I'd say around 10 or 15,000, but still, it's like that's not worth it, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Roy. Sorry.
No, I was going to say in the NBA, it's like, AI gets the tattoo and then like next a year later, they drops the spot. What does he have? A piece of tape over it?
Right.
Like what do you?
Yeah.
What do you do then? It's.
Jennifer, until this year, believe it or not, I used to. Well, I just don't like using sunscreen because I always believed one day I would tan, and I'm starting to realize that it's been several years since I've been born, and I just burn a little worse every year, and I don't think it's going to happen.
You're holding out.
If I'm not white like this, I'm red.
You're holding out, Nate, for some melanin production, right?
Well, because there was like one time I used what I thought was sunscreen or whatever. See, I don't even use it that often. Sunscreen, and it actually was like the tanning sunscreen.
Oh.
And I ended up having to wash it off, and I was only in the sun for like 20 minutes because I was burning so bad.
Oh my God.
Like I burn so bad.
You might as well put like Crisco.
Then you'd smell like bacon.
Jennifer, I feel like I would just turn really orange because I like if I got a spray tan because I got white eyebrows, like they would just really pop, and then my red beard would like probably pop too. So.
I think you really need to do that.
This would make a great YouTube video. It would go viral.
Yes.
I feel like they would just have me work remotely for a while until it faded off.
Naughty Nate gets a spray tan.
You could just be like, I've been jonesing on these carrot juices. They're awesome. Look at.
That's hurtful, Jennifer. I always like to think people don't realize I'm very fair skinned. But
That kind of comes with the red hair, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ginger
it's my
folks,
gingerness.
they usually don't do well in the sun. No.
Well,
No.
I'm not a complete ginger because I got like I know it's like leaving, but it's brownish hair. And
Where?
I'm like a mutt. Like I got
Well,
a lot of weird.
Your beard is totally red. I mean, you have, yeah.
Well, it's like chili pepper. It has a lot of white in it too. So
Cool, man.
like it's not that sexy salt and pepper that some people get. Mine's just
I tried. I tried, Nate. It was a couple days in, and I was like,
I was gonna.
I was like, Chuck, I was not gonna shave, and then I was like, I don't really grow a good beard. Like I did an auction a couple days ago before I shaved, and I'm like watching the replay, like, ooh, that's not so good.
I look kind of homeless or something.
We're gonna be taking that off. Yeah.
Patrick, settle
Yeah, I
down.
forgot to tell you that, Chuck. He was messaging me like, "Should I grow my beard?" I'm like, "Go for it."
He's like, that would be funny, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I was just kind of like, yeah, no, it just didn't happen.
Yeah, it's a vicious cycle, Jennifer. I mean, it's like burn and then heal, burn again, and it's like it just doesn't work.
Lathered in Crisco. Yeah. Back in the day, I mean, I remember being like in high school and people doing that. Baby oil, any oil, and like going
for
up
what?
to tan, to go up on someone's roof. And like, I want to get, super tan. And I was like, wow, like that is just so bad for you, It's a thing.
Ow, ow, ow. So, Star Trek or Star Wars?
Oof.
Let's draw some lines in the sand.
Oof. That's a tough one. Star Wars, certainly more impactful for me, but Star Trek was impactful. My brother watched it, my older brother, who's really father figure to me, also an artist. So Star Trek, the original series, as a little boy, was like, I loved it too. If I had to pick, I'd have to say Star Wars. I do like both, but I would go with Star Wars. I think with what I know and what I do to the Star Wars stuff, collectibles and whatnot.
DC or Marvel?
That is a quick, easy answer. All Marvel. I do like DC, the Bane, Batman, Wonder Woman, etc. But I'm a Marvel guy. I was definitely through Marvel Comics. I like the adult stories. Marvel Comics, in my opinion, way better art. DC can have better writing. So you get sometimes better storylines with DC, but the Marvel art, characters, what they did to the industry with Stan Lee and Spider-Man, and I'm Marvel all the way. That's yeah.
Native Pie or Backroad Bitter?
Wow, you guys.
You don't have
He
to.
just shuts off his camera. He's done.
I'm sorry, Nate. It's your channel. Got to go with the hat tonight. Got to go with the hat.
Wait, he's wearing a hat.
He is. He's wearing a hat.
You brought up the big guns for this show.
The hat eats your hat. It just does.
Oh, I had to win something. Let's see. What else can we draw a line about? Oh, I had one. Twilight or Nancy Drew?
Oh, well, with this haircut, it's all Twilight. It's all. I mean, back when he was really the Robert Pattinson crazy hair, I was like all about doing that at one point. So, got to go with the vampires over the detective younger girl,
Goonies. I love Goonies.
Oh,
Hey, what do you think of Pattinson as the next Batman?
I do like him. I think that it's unfortunate that gotta go Playboy there, Patrick. The Robert Pattinson, I think, in a way, he's a better actor than Twilight kind of forced him into, right?
Oh, I agree with that.
I think that he's certainly kind of been typecast in that he's a good looking guy. I think I saw some survey that said he has the best look, like universally or something like that. And so why not? He could be a great Bruce Wayne, right? Dashing.
Pull it off. I'm anxious for it.
Dashing, certainly could look awesome, be Bruce Wayne. Certainly he can work out. He's a taller guy, fill out that costume, probably does some of the stunts. Why not? Thumbs up. I'm excited. He certainly can be better than some of the other Batmans that we've had.
I agree. McDonald's or Burger. Patrick is coming with the heat.
Would rather not have food.
I might have to agree with you there.
I would drink water, maybe have another beer for calories. I saw Super Size Me. I've never been back to McDonald's since.
Really? Oh my God, isn't that disgusting? What? Yeah.
I just don't like to put that stuff in my body. I just don't. As crazy as that may sound to some. Yeah.
I don't think that sounds crazy. The thing that I look at it financially, for the same price, you can go to a decent restaurant. Anymore, McDonald's is, it's $10 a person.
And I like to cook. I'll cook my own food. I'll macro cook.
What's your specialty?
Just meats, regular. I like my proteins, whether it's chicken or beef or pork, and just cook it in the oven, old school. Totally Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman, all the way. She's my favorite Catwoman. Michelle Pfeiffer, Batman Returns. Yeah, so I can cook some meats. I was brought up just meat and potatoes, old school type foods,
So you like to cook? Do you need a chef's hat?
Hey, I that could be arranged, right? Who knows? Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of Catwomans. I didn't, what's her name? Anne Hathaway, I didn't think was horrible. I thought she was Batgirl, though, right? Yeah, I think she was Batgirl. So.
Was she?
No, Catwoman. No, she was Catwoman.
She was Catwoman, I think.
Catwoman. Yeah. I thought she was decent,
That's a good one, Patrick.
Oh, Barbara Eden. I Dream of Jeannie, Barbara Eden.
Hello, James.
Cool outfit, like Barbara Eden. So.
She made me feel things.
Yes. Yes. I did meet her at a Comic-Con.
No kidding.
Yes. Yeah. She is. They had like the old school television folks, and she was there. Just super bright, super nice. What's going on? That's James, Serenity Journey. What's up, James?
Hi, James.
Good to see you, bud. Oh, Peg Bundy or Kelly Bundy. I did like both. I have to be honest.
Murphy, you gotta let that one go. That's just weird. I'm kidding.
Gosh, back in the day, what is the actress's name? The blonde, the daughter,
Applegate, Christina Applegate.
Christina Applegate. I wasn't a huge fan of her then, believe it or not. I kind of just was like, I would have to go Peg Bundy. I liked, and as her character, her just over the top, great with was it Ed O'Neill as?
Oh yeah.
He's great. Their synergy back and forth. Sons of Anarchy or Walking Dead. I love both of those shows. I do with the nerding. I got to go with Walking Dead. They're both great shows. I really enjoyed it. I fizzled out on both of them. I'll have to go Walking Dead. Negan, the brain bashing, as crazy as that was, it was one of the craziest things I've ever seen on television. So I'm going to go with Walking Dead. When I see
would go with Walking Dead too, but it fizzled for me as well because I felt like the writing got predictable and kind of lazy at times compared to when the show first, the first few seasons, it
right,
definitely changed. I know it changed, executive producers or whatever, but
the way
it was
that
just not the same.
Right. Then when the first it started to just get crazy with the comics, like there were the comics and then it's like, how are they going to interpret? And you're just going, But I will say, Big Brother at the auction, people have asked me this before. What's my number one favorite television show of all time? And it's Breaking Bad. It's right there. That's my number one.
Really?
That's my number one of all time is Breaking Bad. I think
the only show that ever made me want to cook blue meth and get rich off of it. Live a dangerous life.
I would probably put Game of Thrones, and The Sopranos, and 6 Feet Under. Those are probably my top 5.
Wow.
And The Simpsons, top 5. Top 5.
Patrick, PS5, even though I don't have one yet because I cannot find one, and I refuse to pay the high prices.
I'm a Sony guy myself.
PS5, I tend to find with video games, I do find more Xbox type games. So yeah, I'd probably, and PlayStations, I've had more issues with, so I'll probably go Xbox with reselling and stuff.
How about for playing?
Are
you a gamer at all?
Not now. Back in, I'm an old school Nintendo NES, Mario, Mike Tyson Punch Out, SNK Baseball Stars, old school stuff,
Right.
I love that. I had original Atari. I had Intellivision as a kid. But now I can't. Once everything kind of went online, I was like, when the Halo and everybody had their headsets, and I was like, a little too. And I had a roommate that was like addicted to gaming. He would basically just like work and then be in his room. That was it. He basically gamed. We didn't even see him like go to the bathroom. It's crazy.
That's what the 2-liter bottle is for.
I'd be like, hey man, it's Friday night. Like, let's go out. And we were single. I'm like, let's go meet some girls, have some drinks, like go have some fun. He'd be like, no, I'm on level 12 and we have a raid in 30 minutes. I was just like, kill me. Like, what are you doing? So again, like the nerding, like executive nerd will like, hey, let's go. Come on, guys. Let's go like interact with people in like a real way. Like
I used to work with a girl that had her car repossessed and all kinds of financial problems, and she was spending $400 a month on what was that, World of Warcraft? Was that the one?
Yeah.
That was the one that my friend was addicted to. It was EverQuest, and then it was World of Warcraft.
And I get the attraction, but walk away once in a while,
Oh, the 5 Lions Voltron, all the way. Combine, original, Voltron.
Yeah. Can I say something without being made fun of?
Probably not.
What is that?
What's that? Megatron or Voltron?
Voltron, I guess.
Voltron is a it's basically it was from a cartoon, where you have a force of superheroes, not unlike Power Rangers. Power Rangers came, Power Rangers, you have the different colors.
Yeah.
And then they kind of can combine into like a bigger robot, right? So that was where Voltron, they were lions, and they came together to create this massive transformer that can then like battle these beasts. So
I see it now. I looked it up. I see
Yes.
it. Okay.
Yeah, he had a blazing sword that he would come and create this sword, and he can go and in kind of space he could like battle these like kaiju Godzilla type beasts, really cool stuff. But there were other shows that predate that, but in a nutshell, that's what Voltron. I can't believe they haven't done a Voltron movie with
that is kind of hard to believe, actually.
with all the
I think Patrick
Transformers
just
stuff.
unsubbed from me.
Oh, Patrick just left.
Patrick, you unsub every
Thanks for
other
stopping by, Veronica.
Well, the Voltron's not really a ripoff of Thunderbirds, in my opinion. I think that the Thunderbirds certainly predate that. I think Battle of the Planets was really, or G-Force was a little predates Voltron.
I remember G-Force when I was a kid.
Again, right? All the different vehicles creating this like fiery this phoenix and this whole thing, so they could the ship.
But God, and the show that the Power Rangers came from, that was a Japanese show, I think back in the 70s, wasn't it? That goes back pretty far, I think.
It really was it was this production company over in Asia that they had this stuff kind of in the can. They were creating this over there, and then Saban Entertainment bought the rights, and then they just dubbed it all because it's all dubbed. So they just did an English dubbing, and it was a hit, and people loved it. Yeah. G.I. Joe or Cobra. I mean, as much as I love my Joes, if I had to choose, I will. It's go Cobra. I'm a Cobra guy. Why not? Yeah. Good night, V. Miss V.
Well, since we're approaching the end, do you have anything you would like to promote that's coming up
Sure.
for you? I know you promoted your auctions, but maybe if people are here that were not here earlier.
Sure. Yeah, I'll copy them and I'll put them back in again if anybody.
Okay, excellent.
I'll put that back in, and then in half an hour, let's see, we'll put this in.
Evil is more fun. That is true. Unfortunately, but it's true.
Yeah, guys. So check me out. It's almost 9:00. In about a half an hour, I'm gonna roll on over to Collecting Chaos. But tomorrow night, check us out on my channel. We'll be doing an auction. We usually go 4+ hours, but then tonight, in about a half hour, we're going to do a combo, a little bit of this, and then we'll be selling some stuff and kind of having more of a laid back, but it's just Patrick, Chaos, and myself. So we'll be selling some items, chatting, getting our nerd on there. So come hang out with us.
It's been great getting to know you better, Roy. You're an interesting guy.
Yeah, this has been awesome.
Awesome, guy. I really appreciate you inviting me. I've been excited since I heard from Nate, and I was like, and Patrick certainly let me know he was going to be on. I'm like, this is going to be great.
Awesome. Patrick was a little bit of a letdown, but we brought it back up.
We got to raise it up a little bit. Nah, just playing.
Yeah, we're trying to gain those subs back after that.
Well, that's the thing. I know we're going to wrap, but again, I appreciate that, Patrick. I don't get into this like go sub. Like I'm more like come, enjoy the entertainment. If you like what you see, sub. Please come back. We are always doing different stuff. There's always different people. I try not to be as aggressive. I think that's going to happen. We're on a nice trajectory with just it. But I appreciate that. That's great. Absolutely.
Real quick before we go, hi Louie, welcome.
Promote.
What's up, Lone Star? What's up, man?
I didn't even see him sneak in here.
You got anything you want to promote, Chuck? Before we
Yes. Tomorrow night I will be on Gino's Finds. We're doing another live show. Nothing planned. We don't know how long it'll be. We don't know what we're going to talk about. But Gino's a lot of fun. He's a funny guy, and it's going to be fun. It'll be good. Check it out if you're not. It's way before Roy's auction.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're on at 10 o'clock. We do the late night. So
we're like the old people going out for dinner. We're at 7 p.m. Eastern. So.
And if you guys have forgotten, but wherever you go, no matter what show you drop into, make sure you tell them that Patrick Murphy sent you.
Always. Always.
All right, guys, we appreciate you watching. And Roy, thank you again for being on. Like, this has been a lot of fun, especially getting to know you better. So this is awesome.
It's been
Thanks,
great.
guys. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
All right.
All right, everyone, have a good weekend. Take it easy.